Hi, this is David with entry number 164. Pretty sure it's 64. Again, coming at you on a very snowy Thursday afternoon or early evening. It's about 4:30, 4:45. So woke up this morning, thought it was all good, looked out the window, flurries again, big major serious flurries. Okay. I don't really know how to describe how much snow has come down just overnight and all day today. Like, just I'll show you again because it is crazy. Hold on, here we go. Can you see that? Is it exposed? Like, it is so much snow. The whole lake now, I don't know, I think a couple days ago I showed you the lake. It's frozen over. Just completely frozen. Yesterday, they had like all the snow, they piled it with these big like plows. They picked it up and they moved it into trucks and they pushed it all out into like some weird like zero, I don't know, some wormhole or something and got rid of it. And then overnight, all the snow came back. Like, let me show. I can't really show scale because of the camera, but there's my body. It was like all the way up to here, so maybe like 2.5 feet of just fresh powder came down just overnight and all day today. Like it is freaking intense how much snow came down. So I thought today I would do a slightly more serious, not as serious, but more involved than just being excited and saying how much snow there is. I think it should go without, or should be understood without being said that I did not have school today because the buses were not running yet again. So tomorrow I will definitely go in most likely, and hopefully it's not snowing because this is crazy. So I thought I'd talk about something we've been talking about. I've been talking a lot about with my Mormon friends here, and that would be the idea and the sort of importance of gratitude. Now, the first thing is, how do you define it? How do you define gratitude? I would say gratitude is, in most simple terms, is being thankful for what you have, and making sure being thankful for what you have, I guess, is the most simple way to put it. Making sure that people around you can feel that gratitude, I think, is also very important. I think for many people, gratitude is something that is lacking in their life. I think gratitude is very important because it makes you satisfied. A lot of people talk about their problems and all these things, like even when I talk about some of the problems I've had here in Korea, you talk about it with almost no, you talk about your problems with almost no scope, no gratitude. No. And I'm not saying that issues that we have are not legitimate, because I think every problem that people have is legitimate in the individual's eyes, but let's keep in mind that not everyone has real problems. And by real, I mean like capital R real. Like, they say in, like, people need 3 things, like for basic human needs would be like food, clothing, shelter, right? Food, clothing, shelter. 3 things. And without those three things, you can't really progress mentally or physically. And I would tend to agree with that. Now, people have um, who have actual problems obtaining food, clothing, and shelter, those people have what I call capital R problems. Real, big, life changing, life altering problems. Now, everything beyond that, there's still problems, but they're more like little r problems. They're like, I, you know, drop my toothbrush in the toilet. I, put on the wrong mismatching socks, those kind of things. I miss the bus. Those kind of things are problems, and they are novel and salient to us. Or not novel, but salient. But you're not going to have adverse life effects because you put the wrong pair of socks on, or you didn't, or you spilled coffee on your linen suit. You're gonna be okay. You're gonna keep progressing as a human being. But if you don't have food, if you don't have clothing, if you don't have shelter, these are issues where if you're lacking one of them, you will not, or it will be very, very difficult to progress through life. So, all I'm saying is, we should all be thankful for what we have. And whenever you feel like you have some kind of problem, think about how good you have it compared to someone somewhere else. We all know that there are people in other countries that are developing or whatever, even in Korea, even in the US, even in anywhere in the world, there's always going to be people who are kind of actually not doing as well, okay? And it's always good to remember that what you have is something that really you should be thankful for. Even the mere fact, if you're watching this in whatever country you live in, I think most people are living in the US, you're living in a country like the US that is so good and affords more opportunity than any other country in the world. There's still a reason why more people want to live in the US than practically anywhere else in the world. That's because it's amazing and incredibly powerful and more opportunity there than if you make it big. You make it big in the US, you've made it. You know what I mean? You made it big in, I don't know, Nairobi, you're big, but in Nairobi, Nairobi is not the US. No offense to Nairobians out there, but it's just not the US. So, that's all I'm going to say. Thanks for watching. Maybe I'll elaborate a little more. This might be like a part 1, maybe part 2 and 3 might be coming a little later. My friend Sloan's coming to visit Kongnung tomorrow, so hopefully we can meet up without too much problems, but we'll see. Hopefully not, right? Thanks for watching. This has been entry number 164. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.